Peace, 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 peace. Happy New Year to everyone viewing my video, and thank you so much for viewing this video and sharing it on. So I'm going to be talking about full moon and the astrological energies and perspective of this full moon according to me. So let's move forward. So on the 10th of January, we have a full moon happening, and just before that full moon, literally a couple of minutes before, we have a lunar eclipse. So in London, the lunar eclipse will be taking place at like 7:11, and then the full moon will follow short after, like at 7:23. Was it 23? 21, 7:21. So with all that said, they're very close to each other, and a lunar eclipse basically is when the sun, it's when the earth gets in between the sun and the moon. And so we see the earth's shadow onto the moon projected, and if we're lucky with clear skies, we may be able to see that here. If not, that's fine. Trust me, you'll be feeling the energy. So right, where is all this happening? What sign is this happening in all this is happening in the sign of Cancer. So the full moon is happening in the sign of Cancer. The lunar eclipse is also happening in the sign of Cancer. So wherever Cancer is in your chart, this energy will affect that. If you have any personal planets in there, this energy will definitely affect that. But on a collective or just a general understanding of this, it is time to pull in. Why do I say that? Because Cancer is a water sign, and when we look at water, if you had to pour water, it just comes down, it pulls down. So water is that magnetic energy that pulls in. And so what does that look like when we're talking in different levels? Well, Cancer represents water, like I spoke about, and so water in our body can be seen as emotions. Water in our bodies tells a lot about our health. So those are the things we're going to be focusing on and bringing light to, because when it's a full moon, the water in our bodies are a little bit, brought up, pulled up, just like I spoke, being pulled up. So because it's being drawn up by this also magnetic energy from above us, so above, so below, you're going to be feeling your emotions. And when I mean feeling, I mean you may see your emotion. So you may just get angry out of nowhere. That's an emotion. Observe that. What is that telling you? You may just feel really low. Observe that. What is that telling you? Why am I saying observe that? And what is that telling you? Because everything is high now. It's high for you to see. It's in your face. It's for you to easier for you to deal with. You can't deal with what you don't know, but you can deal with what you do know, what you are feeling. You can take be assertive in that, because Cancer, although it is a water sign, it is an assertive water sign. It is a cardinal water sign. So it is a water sign that does start. How can I put it? It is, just so you guys can really phantom this one. Cancer is like labor. And although men don't go through labor, you can understand that moment of the water breaking, right? The water breaking, right? And you have to do something about that moment. So if you're stuck if you're stuck on public transport, then I guess you're gonna have to give birth right there. If you're stuck anywhere, it doesn't matter. Something is about to happen, so what Cancer is like, that water break. And so do view that energy there. It's not an energy just to be still with, it's an energy to take action on. So this full moon is very interesting, because it's happening in Cancer, and in the opposite sign of Cancer, which is Capricorn, the earth sign, which is an also assertive earth sign. And you can see Capricorn and Cancer are opposite signs, but they do deal with each other very well, because water and earth, Cancer being a water sign, Capricorn being an earth sign, they do meet with each other well with growth, fertility, you know what I mean. But either way, you are getting opposition from the planets that are in Capricorn. So Mercury is in Capricorn right now. So Mercury is the planet of communication in astrology. So this full moon comes with that feeling of the moon dealing with family, home, habits. So communicate things to your family, maybe communicate things that you are feeling. Be conscious of the habits, being like not subconscious, but be really self-conscious of your feelings and your habits. Do they serve you right now? Do you like your habits? Are you feeling the habits that you have right now? Are they suiting you? Or do you want to change them? It's a good time for that. What else is going on in Capricorn? Yeah, you have Saturn in there and you have Pluto. Saturn and Pluto are doing a phenomenal meeting. They have not met for 33 years, yo. Can you imagine if you ever met someone for 33 years and you two are both powerful people and then you meet? So that's what's happening, right? 2020, these two large planets are meeting in Capricorn. So this full moon is sending a light to the opposite sign there. So wherever Capricorn and Cancer is in your chart, you're really going to be feeling these dynamic energies. And I would suggest that you see an astrologer. You know, whether you have a personal astrologer that you like, reach them. If you don't, I am here for you. Email me, DM me, let me know, guys. DM me. Spectrum of Salome. I do have really great prices, and from the reviews of my clients I've been dealing with for almost 2 years now, it tells a great story about myself. So I will be very honored to deal with you personally in your chart and help you go through what's happening right now in Capricorn and in Cancer in your chart, and also in Aries and Libra, because those are cardinal signs. So they're gonna be feeling this in a square, which is all astrology talk. But yeah, I digressed a little bit. Moving forward, go back into my notes. So on the 10th, we have a full moon in Cancer, and just moments before that full moon, you have a lunar eclipse. So it is a time for you to take a moment and review your inner emotions, how you feel, and be assertive about that. Really actually do something about it, because Cancer is not a sit back energy or just stay in one place energy. It's energy that something new has to come out of this, right? So things that you can do, there's so many full moon rituals that you guys can get online. For me, I like to be consistent. I'm fixed like the sun, so I will follow the same path in the sky for a very long time before I change. Oh, that's in the sky, but I'll follow Perth for a long time before I change. And so for me, I do Fulljoy doing the full moon yoga that will be happening. So February 10th, January 10th, there's going to be a full moon yoga at Brixton Street Gym. I don't have the details with me right now, but you guys can just Google Brixton Street Gym or go on the Instagram Brixton Street Gym, and I'm pretty sure they'll put it up there. If they haven't, then you can check Semitawi's page. His page is, I believe, Rebel Yogi. If not, you guys just bear with me and I'll have the details of the full moon yoga there, because I find with yoga, yoga has different aspects of it. And so when you're doing the movement, that's just one aspect of yoga. And doing all that movement does a lot in the body. And because we're dealing with water energy, you get to really compress and move the waters in your body. Any waters that have been held and crystallized just get to open and release, and you just actually taking action. You're actually taking action into your emotions. It's going to be difficult for you to get out of bed or for you to get time to do whatever and whatever. But when you actually, what, for my emotions today, I'm going to do it. I'm gonna show up for my emotions. It doesn't have to be the yoga. I'm just giving you guys what I like to do and what works for me. You can do coloring, drawing, talking, but make sure it is some way of getting it out, then pulling it in, okay? Since the energy of the moon pulls everything up, and for you to view it, do see it, see what habits don't serve you, rejoice the habits that do serve you, communicate with your family members and your friends. I have to let this go because I can see I'm almost hitting the 10-minute mark, and I want to post it on Instagram. So guys, reach me up for any personal details into your chart. Thank you so much for viewing this, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them in my email, which is spectrumofsalome@gmail.com, or you can obviously, of course, DM me here, and hopefully see you guys full moon yoga, or let me know what you guys get up to on your full moon that express a way that deal with your emotions. Show attention to your emotions. Let them know that you care. Mwah. Peace.